Guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Dairoku. Just continuing where we left off in Chapter 8. We just started Chapter 8, so we may get our happy ending in this part. Unless Chapter 8 is super long, I don't know, we'll see. So, but we're getting close. This is the last chapter, so anyway. Hey, you two! It seems like they captured admin manager Kaneda and have already started to move him to Nakakuni. It looks like his son's with him too, given they shared classified intel. I never guessed both of them would be brought into custody over this. I mean, he was screaming about his poor son so much, but it's like a dream thinking of how it's all moving forward from that angle. It's because Chief Tokiba's been busy directing people around that weren't on the admin manager's side. If not, everything would have been left unsettled. But now they'll move forward with questioning them about the buyer, and the removal of Hiro's punishment is just a matter of time, right? As much as I'd like to tell you not to relax until it's all over, well, I'm sure you and Hiro would like to relax already, huh? You just need to tell them of the situation Takao and the other Ayakashi. Oh, you just need to tell them of the situation. Takao and the other Ayakashi will be thrilled. Maybe it'll make them so happy they'll lower their guards for a sec. Huh? Sammy, did you know about how Takao told me not to see Hira? Huh? Is that true? That's what Takao told you? Is it because Hira's credibility was weakened? No. I think there's another reason, you know. Seriously, Takao's just so overprotective. Huh? Another reason? Takao's overprotective? I love how Yakumo's just slightly stupid. He's kind of an idiot. I love it. You know what it is? It's just, he's not stupid, but he's a little stupid. You know what I mean? Like, things just kind of go over his head. He's like, wait, what? What's happening? What? You're like, oh, sweet. It's okay, sweet. What? Who? What? What are we doing? It's a little clueless. Oh. Can I tell him? Or, how about you go and question Takao, Yakumo? Sammy! My cheeks suddenly turn hot, teased by Sammy. This is the first time I've felt this way, thinking of how I liked Hira. Until now, I was desperate in my efforts to protect Hira from suffering a cruel, unjust punishment. But now, I might be able to face Hira without any other distractions. Can I tell him? Should I tell him? I'm gonna tell him. Tell me what? No resolve. Oh, Ayakashimori! As I was headed toward Amawa Mansion to report on the situation, a familiar kappa called out to me. I hadn't seen you for a while, so I was getting worried. Were you angry because our friends here didn't trust you? Oh, no, I'm not angry at all. Everyone's such a dear friend to me here, and I put their Shirei in danger, so it's only natural. However, the investigation's moving forward, and we're ready to prove Hira's innocence. We'll protect him no matter what. Please don't worry. All right, that's great to hear. You think Hiro will come out if he hears about this? According to Takao, he stayed in his room all this time and won't come out. Huh? Yep, Takao's worried that mushrooms will grow on him. The mushrooms again. Isn't that what happens in anime when you're really, really sad? Don't mushrooms grow? And that's because Takao won't stop bothering me. He keeps telling me mushrooms will grow on me, even though that's not true. Takao's like, you don't know that! Hira told me before how Takao always told him how worried he was about Hira. I have to talk to not only Hira, but Takao as well. And have them accept what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you just love me, goddammit! Anyway. The back of an Ayakashi I recognized stood there in front of Amawa Mansion. What do you want? As he spoke, Takao reaches his hand toward the fan tucked in his hakama. He may be intending to even fight me to turn me away. Hakama? Hakama? Anyway. If that happens, then I'll face him. But first I have to tell him how I feel. It's been a while. Our investigation's moving, and we're now in sight of clearing Hira's name. We still aren't certain, but the 6th estimates the decision will be made within a few days. Just wanted to share some of the good news. I see. Good work, Ayakashimori. Takao didn't call me by my name. I'm not gonna get in the line, in the way of your duty, but I can't leave our Shirai to a woman who breaks his heart again when she dies in a few decades. Takao's feelings haven't changed since the last time we talked. He likely intended to tell me that he wouldn't even allow any non-Ayakashi to be here. As if in agreement with that thought, Takao's quiet expression changed to something more aggressive, and he shot a hateful glare. If you're done, go home. I'll let Hira know. I want to see Hira. Please, let me tell him myself. This is so sad! Takao, you were my friend, and now you're mad at me. You're so fucking mad. Oh, it hurts. It hurts that Takao's... It hurts that Hira's mad at me, but we'll get over it. But Takao, you're supposed to still be my wingman. Stop being mad at me. It hurts me more. So, you're ready to transform then? As if looking deep into my soul, Takao sends an intense gaze as if to appraise something within me. Am I prepared to transform? I'm not. Takao's brow furrowed and he thrusted the fan in his hand toward me. However, I did my best to remain still and spoke to Takao firmly. I'm still not ready to transform, but I'm now ready to do something else. That's why I need to do this. Please excuse me. Pushes Takao into the water. Ah! Did we slap him? We should have slapped him. It would have been great. Look, I just want to slap somebody. I don't know. Slipping past Takao, I run into Amawa Mansion. Spacey! I heard Takao calling out to me from far away. He's standing there. He's like, yeah, are you ready to transform? No, but I'm going to do this! And you run past him and he's like... he's back there giggling. He's like, Spacey, how dare you! Meanwhile, not chasing me at all. Could have totally caught up with me. I'm just saying. Takao would certainly be able to catch up to me. Exactly. And he even could have stopped me with a spell. But I put my hand on the door and... Hira! As I jumped into the room, Hira was lying down in the middle of the room. He lifted himself up partially off the floor, like noticing the noise of my footsteps made, and he looked at me wide-eyed, likely noticing the step. Okay, that's one. Why are you here? To give you a report, the investigation's moving forward with signs of the charges being dropped. Oh, sure. Doesn't matter either way, really. After murmuring, Hira lies back down onto the floor. Pounce him. As I moved to his side, I peered into Hira's face. However, Hira just continued to keep his eyes closed, with an expression of disinterest. Hira... You're so pushy. Why are you always so pushy like this? Well, No, don't answer. I told you to not come near me anymore. Is that because I'm a human? Yeah. I see. I'm not ready to become an Ayakashi, and I don't have any intention of transforming at the moment. But still, I'm ready to live my life with you. He's like, huh? Look at his face! Eh? I don't want to be saddened by how limited our time is together. I'd rather enjoy our time now. Because I like the time I spend with you. Because I like... you. What are you talking about? Is it strange? I'm not usually one to think about the end of things before they begin. Plus, you always bring up how fleeting things are, but we haven't even known each other 6 months. People live a lot longer than that. And within that time, I might change my mind. You might change yours. Let's find the answer that'll make us both the happiest together. Hira's like, what is happening? Your ridiculous logic astounds me as usual. Hira smiles awkwardly, turning his back to me as he rolls over. He's like, oh. Is he embarrassed? He's hiding. I follow him to the other side, getting on my knees and peering into his unsteady eyes. Incomprehensible or not, I still want to be with you, to talk and laugh together, to cry. I want to live with you through all those times. Is that so impossible? Am I nothing more than another Ayakashimori who attends to you? I'll stay in the 6th no matter what until I retire. What's with you? Give me a break already. How do you think I've fared in giving up on you? Huh? What do you have to be embarrassed about? You told me you liked me. You're giving up your short life for me, right? Huh? Well, I didn't say I'd be giving it up. You did, and that's what it means. I was just hoping to endure it all for your sake, but you ruined all that effort, so... Still on the floor, Hirda's hand reached up to me. His hand touched the back of my neck and pulled me closer to him. Oh, are we gonna get a kiss moment finally? Yep, okay. Oh. Oh. Sweet. It's the kissy CG in case you weren't paying attention. With a quiet sound, our lips touch. Huh? Yeah, look at his pants! Look at the straps on the pants. They're so bizarre. I love it, though. I like the flare. I like your pant flare. All you've been saying is, huh, even after all the talking you did just a second earlier. As he talked, he pulled me in again as if nothing had happened and gently kissed my lips. Huh? Huh? He's teasing me for only being able to say, huh? But that's all I can really say. Hirda, wait. This is all so... sudden. I'd been watching humans. A man and a woman who are fond of sucking on the face of the other. That's an awkward sentence. I get what he's saying, but... Though I've seen them do other things, like... wait, not now! I've seen them do other things. Whoa! Peeping in people's windows. Creepy. I see. And then we'll do it when you want to. I've seen them do other things. Want me to show you? I'm gonna need you to stop right there for a second. Hold on. Back up, wing boy. Like... I was pretty sure Hirda wasn't saying this to poke fun at me by getting me flustered. I was definitely flustered, without a doubt, as would anyone. And like, okay, normal times, oh, okay, they're sexy times. But if someone literally was like, I've seen humans do other things, I can show you. Oh my god, awkward. Stop. Oh, I fucking love it. Oh, look at him smiling. He's so pretty. Hirda gives me a gentle smile I had never seen, and instead of touching his lips to mine again, he gently pressed his body against me. I could never become a human no matter how much I tried. I could never truly join humans even if I acted like them. And the people I named and watched over were a family who lived on a mountain. I was so envious of their life, of their time together. Hirda, will there be a day when you and I can become a family too? Yes, there might be one. So long as you don't say you don't want to talk to me again. It's not like you ever listen to me when I say I don't want to talk. And then I'll take that to mean the chances are high. You saved the future that I'd given up on. Thank you, Spacey. I lay on top of Hirda, who is still on the floor. I have the future I want, thanks to you. Falling in love and living beside Ayakashi. When I heard Hirda tell me such a story, I never imagined the two of us would end up in that very spot. Although I don't think we need to think of how things will end. I felt both anticipation and hope in this time. I was sure I would I felt both anticipation and hope in this time I was sure I would share with Hirda. This isn't too boring, staying like this quietly. But sucking on each other's lips is more fun. I want to do it again. I like how he's like sucking on each other's lips. You're like, when you say it like that, it sounds so weird. Just call it a kiss, Hirda, Jesus. Huh? Hirda doesn't seem at all embarrassed, and on top of that, doesn't bother to restrain himself. I think if we become a couple, I might have to teach him a thing or two. But for now, more importantly, I wanted to give my thanks. For what? Well, of course for helping me back then. Really, thank you so much. You're doing things in the wrong order. You really are weird. Hirda really looked happy, laughing out loud like this. He was so easy to just bust it in. You're like, I am not leaving, goddammit. You will fucking love me. And he's like, all right. I'm just happy you busted in the door. And you're like, wait, what? Chapter 8, Thoughts. When we headed to the reception room, there was Takao playing shogi by himself. Takao, I know. If you're fine with it, it's fine. Spacey, please take care of Hirta. Takao... Yes, I'll be sure to cherish him. Is the woman the one who's supposed to say that? Takao gives me an awkward smile, but to me he was being honest. Spacey, I'm gonna be heading to Tokiwa's now, so let him know. Huh? Why all of a sudden... I told you, I've watched humans all this time. I've seen trash like the one from before plenty of times. I knew what he was plotting right away. In Hirto's voice, I heard an unfaltering confidence that he believed in what he was saying. You see, I'll get the chief's permission right away. So, Chief, I need permission to date Hirta. Chief's giggling. Hey, I'm glad you're here, Hirta. I apologize for a few days ago. Oh, whatever, it's fine. What's wrong with Hirta? He did say he wasn't bothered about what happened. Hirta kept his face turned away from Chief Tokiwa as if he were sulking. And then, after staring at Hirta and how he acted for a short while, he smirked and began to speak. I told you, didn't I? It's still a bit early to bring up the whole transformation thing. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. What they spoke about went over my head. I think Hirta was like, We were like, hey, Hirta, what's up? And he's like, God, you're annoying. Goes to Tokiwa, can I make her transform, you think? Because, I want to keep her. Hirto's been plotting this for a while. He clearly asked Tokiwa's permission. Hey, can I transform her? And he's like, simmer down. Do you know her name yet? No. I'm just kidding. Who knows when he asked. Whatever it is, I'm just glad that Chief Tokiwa and Hirto's relationship didn't go sour. It felt a relief at the two of them getting along. Questioning. And then it was close to dawn, a time when the fewest number of people were in the Nakakuni building. In the quiet hallway, a man deftly walks through, trying not to make a sound with his footsteps. The man had a hood over him, obscuring his face. Uh-huh. He's here, just like Hera said. Right. Let's go! The three of us in Samey's squad were monitoring the situation using the surveillance doctrine, and exited the office without being noticed by him. It's funny, because a doctrine is not like a surveillance cameras or screens or something. A doctrine is like a document. Seems fairly weird choice of words. Getting close behind him, Samey's Shikigami pinned the man's arms behind him and covered his mouth, causing the man to groan out loud. Ow! Just then, a number of Shikigami the man had with him began casting spells, targeting us. Whoa! Those are pretty nice Shikigami, but seems they aren't yours, huh? Did you rent them out from someone? I'm sure they were expensive, but did you know, if Shikigami make a contract with someone with whom they aren't bound, the connection's weaker. What are you doing? Hurry and get the Shikigami off me! Nah, no can do. I mean, even if your Shikigami could actually exhibit their full strength, ours are still stronger. That's right. So just surrender peacefully, okay? Yakumo's doctrine sweeps the man's feet up from under him, and he falls down to the ground. Restraint! I immediately cast a restraining spell, and the man was now completely immobile. During that time, Samey and Yakumo completely defeated the man's Shikigami. Wow, you two really are impressive. What are you talking about? We all did this together. That said, we're still not quite done. As he spoke, Samey uncovered the man's hood. Oh! You're the one who was with Kaneda's son! Oh, that's Samey, never mind. Guess we were right. I take it you're here to break out the two idiot Kaneda boys, aren't you? It seemed the man was determined to stay silent and said nothing further. Kick him in the face. Just what do you think he was doing trying to save those two? They'd be in even worse position if they'd have broken out. In any case, all we really need to do is take away that opportunity from them. And also, just make sure that this guy doesn't talk. What? Wait, but she just said that he's in with Oh, that he's in with admin manager Kaneda. You're a nice person, Yokomo. But would someone really go through all this danger because their slimy friends would just sweep up the mess? We're going after the big fish, remember? So, I wonder who your boss is that isn't Mr. Kaneda. Damn it! Whatever. We'll learn the truth soon enough. As he spoke, Seimi gave orders to his Shikigami, who took out a phone from the pocket of the admin manager's subordinate. Phones can't do anything here, but they can still turn on, and the passcode. What luck! Just a fingerprint here, and we're in. Finagling the phone in his hands amused Seimi. Well, he could just be an underling, so I don't know if he'll be in contact with his boss directly, but... Bingo! What Seimi showed us were the texts that were proof of the involvement in the trade of Ayakashi. So, we got some evidence here about black market trading. I hope you realize this is big. Can't have people learning about Ayakashi, eh? Unsanctioned entry into Sakuratani, attempting to sell Ayakashi, that idiot's son Harmon precious Ayakashimori, and so much more, you know? Just because people don't see Ayakashi doesn't mean they can't see the people here in our department. That's so sad for you, huh? Is Seimi enjoying himself? And he seems somehow very used to doing this. I mean, you gotta know he's like, I like torturing. I mean, he's a little fucking shady. It's because he doesn't open his eyes. Come on, but I love him to death. The mysteries around my superior grew even deeper, which is why his route's going to be a blast. Thanks, you three. Oh. Who came down the hallway was Chief Tokiwa, who, like Seimi, had the same scary smile on him, which is why I love their bromance. They're both shady fucking bitches. There is something like just... It's not even like they're shady against me, but there is like a shade and a sinisterness to them. They just have this like little sinister sprinkle, okay? And you're just like, it's a little cinnamon in your sugar, you know what I mean? You're like, wait, I don't know what's happening here, but I like it. I'm sure your higher-ups worked you like a slave. We empathize with you. So, let me just warn you that trying to keep secrets is a bad move. Bet whoever gave you orders is just about cut themselves off from Kaneda and his son. Don't you think the same thing will happen to you? Look at his face! Look at fucking Tokiwa's face right now! I love it, he's like... That sinister face! I love him and Seimi so much. Oh god, their route is gonna be... Their route! Tokiwa comes as a package deal with Seimi, I'm sorry. That's right. Your heist failed. Your heist failed on top of that. You shouldn't be begging for mercy from your idiot boss, but from the esteemed Chief Tokiwa. If I talk, you're gonna save me, right? I've been threatened all this time. His confession gushed out like water from a broken dam, and Chief Tokiwa gave us full attention. Now the situation with Sakuratani should be all cleared up. We were able to get a witness. And then Seimi's little smile. His little puppet smile. Like right now, it's just like, you're like, there's something so sinister about it. It's like, it's so cute, but it's because you're going to stab me. It's so scary to think there's someone here who'd order another person to murder. Is he, and even Chief Tokiwa, going to be alright? You bet. When things really get tough, Atsuya always has his eye on everything. And is chief because he can make those tough decisions. I'm scared of going on trips for work now. What are you talking about? Atsuya and I won't be here forever, and eventually we want you two to become squad leaders and train the subordinates. As Seimi spoke, I was unsure if he was joking or not. He began to call the other departments to begin their investigations. Atsuya, I just finished sharing this guy's confession to the necessary departments. Thanks, though it might be a bit early. As for Spacey... It's over, so we should drink to celebrate. Hira, who was kept in the office just in case there was another complaint about him harming a human again, brought in a sake bottle. Huh? That's the good sake that Seimi hid away! Got bored and started digging around. Found it. Hira's like, I know, I knew exactly where he hid it. Huh. Look who's starting to feel things, huh? Before you never seemed amused enough to get bored. Everything was a bother except napping. Yeah, but I don't feel anything's a bother now. Wow. I'd never imagined Hiro would ever say something like that. Leaving Chief's office. Alright, just for today, I'll permit use of this office as the place for a drinking party. Oh, wherever's fine with me. The Chief's office better than ours, trust me. The comfort of Itsuya is handicrafted, like deep... Horogatsu? Ah, Horogatsu is the best, you know. I see. I'll try it out. Is that what the little kotatsu-looking thing in the back is? Anyway. At the end of the incident that caused us so much grief, we began our party in the chief's office. However... I mean, because that's a couch. It was the thing behind, but it looks like a wood table. At some point, Hiro and I found ourselves separated from their cheery banter. As the two of us tasted the sake lingering in our mouths, Hiro suddenly looks my way. Hey. Yes? Come with me. What? Without letting me respond, Hiro grabs my hand and we exit the chief's office, walking down the hall. And I was taken to the outside of the building. Hiro, where are we going? Anywhere. It doesn't matter. I don't really understand. I thought if it were right now, it'd be fun to drink with them, but I was wrong. And eventually I realized it was all taken care of, and I could be with you without worrying about anything. But we were never alone. Huh? In that moment, Hiro held me tightly and flew off. But unlike before, when he held me like a piece of luggage, he held me tightly and close to him. Yeet! But without any time for romantic feelings to settle in, we flew off at an incredible speed and dropped back down again just as quickly. That was like a roller coaster. Sounds like fun. Hiro's powers as a Tengu always surprised me. Oh. You look terrible. Your face is a mess, you know. It's your fault! And you know, you need to let me know if you're gonna fly with me so I can prepare myself. Flying's not gonna feel any different whether you're prepared or not. Get used to it. Ugh. The green-haired ones are always like slightly snippy bitches, aren't they? You know what I'm talking about. But I may not actually have much choice. Just like Hiro got used to me little by little, I should try and get used to Hiro. And I was sure that that was what would make us very happy. And this place really is calming. It is. This day was the first day that both Hiro and I watched the giant Fujizakura tree together. I mean, they wrapped up the whole plot point like really fast. Anyway, romance end. Who won? We became lovers, and after a few days of the Ayakashi teasing us and celebrating us, when things started to calm down... Hey, sorry for the intrusion. Chief Tokiwa? As I was spending my break with Hiro at Amawa Mansion, an unexpected guest had arrived. Oh, what's it all about now? And no need to be so wary. I just thought I'd follow up on the promise Hiro made with me. With that, Chief Tokiwa puts forth an Ego-Japanese chessboard he was carrying toward Hiro. Wow. Oh, Tokiwa, you're gonna play? Maybe I should take you on next. Of course, I'd be glad to. But first, I have an old bet with Hiro. And if I won, he'd play me in a game. What a pain. It's been a while since we've heard that from you. And that's not true. This guy's been pushing off all of his work on me as usual, saying how much of a pain it is. That's true. I think I need to talk to Hiro to get him to try and not cause Takao so much trouble. As I was thinking, Chief Tokiwa seated Hiro in front of the ego board and handed him the lacquered bowl. A bet? What were you betting on? Well... As Chief Tokiwa stalled on giving his explanation, Hiro spoke, continuing for him, if you loved me or not. This guy has something to do with me. He and Tamamo were lovers in the past. Whoa! I want to play that route. I mean, I want to be jealous, but, like, Tamamo's hot, so, like, I'd like to be Tamamo, so I'm okay with that. Is it? Okay,
okay to just say that out loud? The Ayakashi surrounding us started to murmur, startled by Hira's explanation.
Hira, you know...
What? No, it's nothing. Keep going.
Okay. I told him an Ayakashi and a human can never stay together and told him to stop. Humans and Ayakashi live in different worlds, so they can't live together, meaning the feelings and friendships they feel are just deceptions.
And then I fell in love with you, and now I have to play a game with him. And just who decided that's the case? It doesn't matter who likes who or what. And besides, would you be able to accept it if someone called your feelings a deception?
I don't know. I don't care.
And yet you keep coming to harass me about it. All that matters is the shared desire to be together. You don't need anyone's permission. Make my day and get that through your skull.
I can't. Not ever.
And then let's make a bet that you'll change how you think about this while I'm still alive. Takau's told me you're pretty strong at ego, so I'd love to have a match with you.
It's all Takau's fault anyway for telling Tokiwa all those things he didn't need to, and now I have to deal with this.
As he complained, Hiro makes the first move. Hey now, don't just start out of nowhere.
I haven't played in over 1,000 years. Let me have the first move at least.
It's your fault for getting weak after coming to dislike human pastimes. Complaining at each other, they make move after move, and the world of the ego board grows white and black.
Oh, looks like you're going on it.
We heard the legendary showdown was happening and we came to watch. Not only were there just Ayakashi, but now, along with Seimi and Yakumo, a number of Ayakashimori had gathered here. No telling who's gonna win at this rate. Hira, you've gotten worse than before.
Takao,
shut up.
This really does look like a good match. Hey, who do you think will win?
Huh? What are you talking about, Seimi? She'll obviously be cheering for Hira.
Really? Well, that's a poor example to be setting. Spacey, don't for your superior's defeat.
That's not true. Of course I'm cheering for Chief Tokiwa. There's a bit of a crowd here now. Want to bet?
In that case, I'll take her for one day. She doesn't work tomorrow.
Hiro, what are you saying? I can't ask for that. That's fine. Chief Tokiwa, you too? Like, am I a bet? Am I a stupid freaking bet? I am, but you know what? I don't care in this case. I like it. That sounds exciting. Then I'll be rooting for Hira. Then I'll root for Tokiwa. I have a feeling I'll get more work pushed on me otherwise.
Well, then if you lose, Hira, how about you actually try to work as a shirei? I don't have to think it over. I'm going to win.
So, who are you rooting for? Come on! I felt the heat in my face as I smacked Hira on the shoulder. Regardless of the bet between Hira and the chief, the opinions they had on who was right, the second strange Ayakashi watched Hira smile, thinking how much she hoped the chief was right. In fact, she decided that the chief was right. It's freaking cute. Oh, that's the end. Then we get our after scene. This is probably the end. Or not. This should be the Sly Tengu romance. And oh no, we still have a couple because the actual end is together in my room. When we get there, that's the end. But anyway. The ego match between Chief Tokiwa and Hira that bet on my day off ended in Hira's victory, just as he declared.
You're off tomorrow, so no need to go home.
Hira spoke, coming to see me as I was heading off. No, I still have work left to do, so I'll come back later.
No, I mean... What am I supposed to do?
Huh?
I want to do something special with you. You got permission for the day off, after all.
I never imagined Hira would say that to me. Hira was more assertive than before, but honestly, I held myself back from asking him to do things, thinking it might be a burden to him. All that's different from asking him to do his work as a shirei, or that he should get out more after all. That's why I was so happy that he wanted to do something special. Then, would you like to try and go on a date?
Do you mean a rendezvous?
Oh, so you know what he means.
Yeah, I've seen married couples and families, but I don't know what couples do in your generation. That's why I asked someone.
And who is that?
An Ayakashi was in the real world up until recently, but nothing they told me was any help. The best help I got was from the Ningyo. I thought that might be good to try out.
You did all that work to ask around other Ayakashi, I see. Did you ask Takao, too?
Takao, whenever I talk to him about you, he makes a weird face, so I haven't asked. You should know if you've been paying attention.
I see. I was sure Takao was the one most relieved now that Hiro had become so positive, so I wasn't too sure how to feel about this. He makes a weird face. He's like, I don't want to know about your sex campaigns, dude. Or Takao's like, you're talking about our wife. We share her, you know. Just kidding. Look, Takao's a package deal, okay? You get him. But maybe Hiro feels a little awkward talking to Takao, since Takao's always so close to him. And also, I see Takao all the time, so having him talk to Takao about everything about me is embarrassing alone.
Also, I was thinking of asking Seimi and Yakumo.
Please, God, don't ask Seimi and Yakumo. Don't do that if you can. In a fluster, I asked him to stop. Yakumo might be alright, but Seimi... No, I don't want my coworkers to know so much about my love life.
Why not? Is it a problem if I talk to them?
Well, how do I explain it to him?
Could it be because you don't like them?
What? That's not true at all. It's not that, but...
And then, do you like them?
What? The conversation was completely derailed. And that's not true either. It's not about that.
And then, do you like me?
What? Showing a sly grin to me, I finally realized he was playing with me. Jeez, Hira, don't tease me like that.
I wasn't trying to tease you. I just wanted you to tell me that you like me.
Oh, jeez. Despite being uninformed about modern dating, considering he'd observed humans for so long, his love know-how was surprisingly on point. But in contrast, it seems like he doesn't get embarrassed, and that's been a bit rough on me. When we first decided to start dating, I did tell him that we couldn't kiss or hug or be too close to each other around humans or Ayakashi. But then he said, I guess couples aren't allowed to sumo wrestle, but there was something in his meaningful look that I didn't quite get. The look on his face right now as we're reading all this is hilarious. Hiro's definitely not the type to be sumo wrestling in the first place. Then, let's go on a date tomorrow. Should we go around the sightseeing spots around Sakuratani?
I don't really want to be outside.
Huh. So it's this after all. As I was worried he was relapsing into being a shut-in, Hiro spoke in a mildly annoyed tone.
Oh, why the face? You just told me we can't be close when there's someone else around.
Huh?
I want to touch you more, and we have to be alone to do that.
Wow. I knew he didn't mean anything in particular by it, I think. But even I was embarrassed by how straightforward he was. Okay then, so are we going to be shut-ins at the mansion tomorrow?
I'm done being a shut-in. That'd just be the same as any other day.
That's true.
Oh, I want to go to your place. It's different and we can be alone.
To be completely honest, we wouldn't be alone, but I think that would be insensitive to say now. Yakumo told me that Koya always gave me space, resting at the office when I was with Hira. I was also wondering if Hira's comment was a bit too surprising for my heart.
What are you getting all red for?
I'm not getting red!
You are, so don't waste your breath. You're probably just imagining something strange. Like always. What am I gonna do with you?
And then he's like, what am I gonna do with you? With that look on his face. I told you that's not it! Although that wasn't completely true. But I was so happy to think that I could spend time with Hira in my own room. I started getting excited thinking about cleaning or how he'd be so happy if I baked a cake, even if he doesn't really eat. I was just happy you had such a wonderful idea. Thank you. I don't have to hide that feeling, and it'd be problematic if he misunderstood me. I tell him my feelings honestly, and Hira turns to look at me with a stern look on his face. Oh. Hira nodded and his cheeks turned slightly red. Aw. He's blushing. Fade away. out together. And then came the next day. I met Hira at Amawa Mansion and we walked through Hamatsuna. I got permission for you to come into Nakakuni, so do you want to just fly straight there or should we go by Oboroguruma? Oboroguruma is hard to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Actually, there's somewhere I want to stop by before going to Nakakuni.
Where's that? The place Hira was talking about was surprisingly Tamamo's store.
It's still here.
Huh? More surprising was the fact that Hira walked toward the rack of manicure tools that we had looked at together in the past. He's going to buy us that green nail polish. Not only that, he takes the green nail polish he said was pretty and heads deeper into the store without a second thought. It's a beautiful bottle.
Tamamo's not here. I guess I'll leave this here.
He quickly finished paying and returned. Hira, is this?
Yeah, for a manicure. And that's hard to say. What a pain. It's Sumabeni. You don't have to work today, so I can paint this on you, right? The color? You're worried about that, huh? You're picky. Even I don't care about what color the feathers I use are.
Well, that's not necessarily the case. I can't wear it at work if it's too flashy. I guess he remembered our conversation. So that means he went out of his way to buy it because he wants me to spend the day with it on, I'd assume. It must speak to how much he likes this color. It's literally the color of his hair.
Here, take it.
Well, okay, it's a brighter version of him, basically. He carelessly hands the bottle of nail polish to me.
There's nothing else I need to do. I guess we can fly to Nakakuni.
Right. I was really surprised, but my chest felt so full from receiving this present from him. But this isn't the first time. He gave me the snacks he won from the contest in the past, and even the Kushiro bell. I only discovered how sincere and diligent he was after we'd already started dating. Jeez, I'm starting to like him more and more with all his subtle smoothness. Together in my room. Oh, this is the end. Done with the shopping, I show Hira to the dorms at Nakakuni.
So this is your house. It's big.
Oh no, my place isn't the entire building, but it's where all us Ayakashimori live.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
I'm sure you will once you see it.
We came across a bunch of rooms coming here. But this room alone is yours?
Yep, that's right.
I see. Interesting. Human living has changed quite a bit. This room has comfort to it.
As he spoke, Hira quickly lies down on the sofa. I moved to sit down next to him. Are you going to sleep? Guess I didn't even need to ask. He might not be physically tired, but rather mentally tired after doing the shopping at Kikutsune and coming here to Nakakuni. I have the cake I baked in the fridge, and the tea set out already, though. I thought it might be better to let Hira rest when... Yeah! Hira, who was lying down, suddenly sat straight up. What is it?
Take out the Sumabeni that I bought.
Okay. As asked by Hira, I took out the nail polish put away in my pocket. That's right. Since we have all this time, how about we put it on now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it seems like he likes this color. It'll be fun if I put it on Hira's nails, too. That'd be so cute. Hira, so this...
Give me your hand.
Huh?
I'll put it on you.
What? Hira's gonna put nail polish on me? That'd actually be really cute if your boyfriend was like, let me do your nails! Can I do yours too? Okay.
Why are you panicking? That's why I bought it.
Huh? Oh, I see. I thought you wanted me to do it myself.
That'd be boring for me. Come on, let me do it already.
I want a CG of this. This is kind of embarrassing. Presenting his own hand and gazing at what I assume was Hira's eyes sparkling in anticipation made my face hot. Okay, then let me get ready, okay?
Ready?
There are all sorts of things I need to do, like take off the color I have on now and putting on a base coat before putting the polish on.
I see. Okay.
Afterward, I had Hira wait as I took off the work-appropriate, manicured-colored nail polish I had. Mature colored, sorry. Actually, if this is a date, I wonder if I should have put in some more effort into my nails. Honestly, I wasn't too concerned about it. But now Hirda's gonna do them for me, so I guess it turned out alright. Thanks for waiting! Then I nervously offer my hand, and Hirda gently holds my pinky with his own slender fingers. Oh my god, we are actually... Oh, that's such a cute... I love it. He actually... That's so funny because there's something, like, adorable and sexy about his face, and then we're like... Our face is a little derpy, but kind of cute at the same time. I love it. Oh, that brush is fucking huge, though. This is small. I'll practice on another first. As he spoke, he held my thumb this time. He looks a bit frustrated. But that couldn't be helped. Painting nails is difficult until you get used to it. More so if you're doing it for someone else. Do you think you can do it? It's okay if you make a mistake. I have some nail polish remover. Something to take off the Suma Beni, so you can do it over. Suma Beni. Is that so? Okay. Hirda calmly nods at me and smoothly runs the nail polish brush up to the tip of the nail on my thumb. Oh, it really is a pretty color, huh? Yeah. Hirda nods in satisfaction, repeating careful movement after movement as he paints the color onto my nail. This is adorable. I love this. The conversation stopped. It was a bit hard to talk because Hirda seemed like he was focusing. Still, it wasn't an unpleasant silence. His face looks so cool when he's focused. It's pretty. With most of the nail finished, Hirda murmurs happily before moving on to the more difficult part at the base. It is, isn't it? You like it, don't you? Yeah, it's pretty. Your hand, that is. Huh? I thought we were talking about the polish, but my hand? I like this finger, too. I like all sorts of parts of you. Parts about you. Sorry. Okay, done. Done with painting my thumb, Hirda smiles warmly, but there were still 9 fingers left for Hirda to paint. 9 more fingers left at this rate. Thinking of how this moment would keep going made my heart flutter so much it started to hurt. And there was one more thing on my mind. Maybe I should say it too, that I also like all sorts of parts about him. I wonder how he'd react to that. I thought we had talked so much and learned so much about one another. It was only the start. Hirda? Yeah? But from this point on, we'll have so many chances to find those things out. I don't know yet if our time together will only last a human's lifetime or much longer, me living life as an Ayakashi. But in either case, I was certain that it would be something precious, a collection of irreplaceable memories. And it just ends, we don't tell him. I also love all parts about you. Hirda unlocked private files. Unlocked in private files. We unlocked as private files. Oh, hey! And those ones were the ones that we were going to... There we go. Right, because these... That was all the information, and because we could do the voice, we were going to do the voice things. Okay, right. But, what we do have to do, and what we should do... How the... I think we go... I think if we just go into load any old one, we'll go into the prior one that we just did. And then I think if we go into the flow chart... No, that's not what I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Flow chart. And then if we go back here, we can see his 2 thingamajiggies. Yeah, okay, so we'll see his private, the bachelor perspectives. We'll do those now instead of at the, you know what I mean, so. Well, I think this would be better than going around with him all mopey. Thank you. I'll give Sammy a call, too. The Ayakashimori are such a pain. When we first met, she aggravated me because she was just another one of them. She keeps talking to me even if I don't answer her and gets closer when I tell her not to come by. And she's weak, determined but hopeless. Everything she did pissed me off. Seriously. Takao's relatively strong, isn't hopeless, and is way better because he doesn't push himself. As I'm reading these suggestions, there's writing I've never seen in over half of them. It's Woshite. Huh?
Moshite writing. You don't know about it? When we write in Moshite.
When we write in Moshite. That sentence is like just not right. It's so hard. It's too many woo, right? Your mouth doesn't want to make it work. Anyway. I didn't know you knew hiragana, Hira. Hiragana, Hira.
It's a bit frustrating how she came here thinking she'd gather everyone's suggestions without considering Moshite, but... And before she just apologized profusely and talk about needing to go back and study again without listening to me. And no, I guess she's not that foolish, right? I don't know, but from the way I see it, making her rounds while pale in the face from fatigue and rejecting my help is foolish.
We didn't reject your help this time, though.
You can't do everything on your own anyway. Takao can handle the rounds in Amatsuna.
I'm sorry. Only if you don't mind.
Precious little Takao. Did my suggestion from back then have a bit of an effect on her? Now I'm thinking into it too much. I don't really care either way. Still, well, I guess she's not as bad as before.
Aww.
Suddenly I was hit by a flurry of memories.
There are shut-ins in the real world with pretty complicated situations who want to go out but are too afraid to.
I don't know much about that. Tokitsugu and his group call me a shut-in, so I do as they say. It's easier to not have to explain myself. And I have my own complicated feelings. God, what a pain. I made sure not to let my guard down completely, but I ended up saying more than I meant to.
Huh, is that true? What do you mean they're complicated?
I knew she'd ask. Ugh, such a pain. I hate this. Why do I have to talk about that? I already told you I don't want to, so just accept that I'm a shut-in. I said that to keep her from asking me any more questions. And then, being the strange thing she is, she ceases to ask me anything further. I can't tell whether or not she's gotten the hint about our distance now. But it's not like she asks me things purely out of curiosity without thinking things through. And that didn't escape my notice, at least. Still, I don't need to tell her anymore. And now I can ignore her. Time to drink more sake. I can return to my room, but if she gets herself into trouble, she'll get all panicked again. Well, she can go ahead and panic on her own. I'm only thinking about her because I haven't spent this much time with someone and no, that's not it. It's because I've been sleeping in too much. Takao's been nagging me more often lately, so I have to stay awake. And this Ayakashimori thing staves off my boredom. Nothing more.
What's wrong? Are you angry?
Huh? When I stood up to get some sake, Spacey was worriedly looking my way. Angry? Why would I be? I had no idea why she asked me that. I'm not angry!
Seems a little angry. Well, I guess that's okay if you aren't angry. Where are you going?
Yet she didn't answer my question and only pestered me further. What a pain. It's not like I'm hiding anything. You're boring, so I'm going to drink some sake. After I answered her, she looked at me in astonishment for a moment, then fell silent. What?
Huh?
Whatever thoughts consumed her mind then escaped my understanding. You're the one who was looking at me. If there's nothing you need, I'm leaving.
Oh, no, go right ahead.
What's her deal? I don't get her at all. I just wanted to drink, then help her with Woshite, but all of a sudden I've completely lost the motivation. I shouldn't insist on helping with this stuff. I shouldn't even be talking with humans for extended periods or helping them, or drinking sake around them. I'll drink in my room after all. Changing my mind, I leave Spacey. Leaving her and coming out to the reception room, I drank on my own. Drinking sake doesn't really make me tipsy at all. I'd have to drink a considerable amount. Well, I can kill time by parsing through the flavor notes. Glug. At some point during my drinking, I realized that the supply I kept in my room had been pilfered. What? Thought I had more here. Takao. This is Takao's doing. He knows I won't come out of my room with sake in here, so he must have moved it somewhere else. I look at the clock that Tokitsugu forced onto me and see about an hour has passed. Normally I wouldn't really care about the concept of time as humans describe it, but is she still here? This is when we passed out. Me snoring.
I went back to the lounge to find her slumped over on the table. She's sleeping. Actually, Takao mentioned that she's been working hard preparing for this event. What a weird girl. When it comes to work for Ayakashi, she just does whatever she feels without much thought. If I were her, I definitely wouldn't have done it since it all looks like a pain. No, I can't really imagine what a human must be thinking. Snore. What am I supposed to do with her? Whatever, I need to find a blanket. I look around but couldn't find one. Either Takao put it away or the kids dragged it off somewhere as a prank. It's just going back and forth. What a pain. Just back and forth dots. All this thinking about what I need to do with her was nothing but a bother. In any case, I should have her lie down. I lifted her up from behind and lay her down on the sofa as gently as I could. Is she waking up? I thought so at first, but soon she went back to sleeping soundly, looking like one of the kids outside. There, that should do it. But now, won't you catch a cold this way? No, it's not how it works. Are you cold? Are you hot? I poke her cheek, but no response. Oh, whatever. I lay down on the same sofa she's on, and wrap Spacey in my arms. My body isn't warm, but neither is the blanket, really. If I stick close like this to her, at least some of my body heat will transfer over. She won't catch a cold now. And I got myself a body pillow. 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess. Oh. Spacey moved her face closer to my face. It seemed like this was comfortable for her. Maybe I should try it out, too. I tried bringing her soft body closer to mine. A sweet scent entered my nose, and the slight movement she made her sleep rippled with the sound of her breathing. It comforted me. And humans really are warm, aren't they? I'm fine being cold. Doesn't matter, really. But her warmth spread across me like sunlight upon a frozen lake. Thawing would have been locked in place for ages. This is actually super cute. I love this. This is beautiful. I'm like, this is adorable. I'm melting a little. All right. Boop, boop. Boop. Oops. This one. We're playing this bachelor perspective. We didn't really replay it the first time, but that's okay. I understand. Oh, I have to get going. Do your best to win, Hira. I'll come back to Amawa Mansion to see you. Hi. What's with her? After saying that to me, I entered the drinking competition and won. Congratulations, Hira! You finally showed us what kind of a shit I really are! What kind of a shit you really are, it sounds gross. Oh man, I knew this power he was hiding was the best in the world. Being praised by these guys doesn't make me the least bit happy. It took a while for the winner to be decided for the drinking competition. And that's why I thought she'd come and watch for a little bit at least. What's she thinking, not coming at all? As I was spending my time, a bit dizzy from the sake and somewhat upset. Oh, it's you. And he's the guest, huh? Are you a Tengu? You look so normal. Your nose is short and your face isn't red. It is now. He's embarrassed. Oh, she's talking with Takao alongside that cocky human I've never seen before. And that's right. She told me she'd be bringing an inspector today. I forgot. She'd been talking about it all the time, but I was spaced out and forgot. The sake started getting to me. That's all because that Oni Shire had to hang on. Well, I won, though. I won, so this prize, all these sweets. I don't mind sweets, but I don't actually need to drink or eat in the first place. I couldn't care less if I went without them. I don't need this. It wouldn't be strange if I gave some to Spacey. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Did someone fall down? What was that noise? What the fuck just happened? There was just like a loud snapping noise. I don't think anything fell over behind me. What the hell was that? No lights are on. I mean, there are a few lights on in here, but I don't have all light. But like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit, scared. I have no idea what the hell it was. Okay, that was scary. I don't know what it was, buddy. What was it? Are you okay? What was that noise? Something loud, like something fell over. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is that the music in the game? Hold on. Okay, it is. I just heard the clicking in the game, and I was like, wait, is that... Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway. It wouldn't be strange if I gave some to Spacey. I had to grab all this useless stuff because she told me to win, so she should be the one to keep them. That's all this is. Hurry up and talk to me. Spacey finally got away from Takao and that human that looked like a punk and came over to me. Hiro, what happened? Celebrating something? There's so many snacks. What do you mean, what happened? It's the prize, obviously. You organized it. Huh? The prize? You mean... Did she forget? She's the one that told me to do all this, like entering the competition and to win. If so, that would actually really annoy me. Hirta, did you enter the drinking competition? Did you win? Hirta, nicely done. You sure did your best, huh? Spacey didn't really forget she told me to enter the competition, but she didn't think I would actually enter or win. She squeezed my hand in excitement. It's warm. Even when I drink, my hands aren't warm like hers, so I could feel just how warm Spacey was when she squeezed my hand. If you need to poopies, go poopies on your thingy. Do you need to go? Do you need to go? Come here. No? Come here. Come here. Do you need to go poopies? You go poopies here? Good boy! Good birdie! Thank you so much. Sorry, he was getting a little fidgety. And it's been like an hour, so... Anyway. Suddenly I remember back when I fell asleep holding her. No, who cares about that? It's pretty rude to tell me what to do and not believe in me at all that I would do it. He's a good birdie. I'll have to teach her again how Tengu never go back on a promise. Hey, so that Tengu just now wasn't the smart one, right? Is this one really him then? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me introduce you. What's with this guy? The human that looked like he was a punk interrupted us and Spacey let go of me. He doesn't look like a punk. He is one. And this is Amatsuna Hirta. He's a Tengu, just like Takao. Oh, wow, he looks really young. Can't believe he's way older than me. What is this guy's deal? I already can't stand how he talks. I know, right? And with him here, I can't talk to Spacey. She talks to me even when I have no interest in it. So to not be able to talk to her when I want to, I don't like it. I love that he's like, I hate him. Take this. Huh? The prize. I don't need it. You take it. Thank you very much. I'll gladly accept them then. Stop. In the end, she's stuck with that human all day. All I could do was push onto her a portion of the prize that I intended to give all of it to her. What am I supposed to do with all of these leftovers? What am I supposed to do with all these leftovers? Sorry, I couldn't read that. I can't eat them alone. And is she really going to be all right alone with a guy like that? I did give the bell to her, but if something happens... Ah, damn it! Landing atop a tree near the stream, I watched Spacey and the human as they watched the Ningyo. And at that mansion, like, the Tengu there, that smart one didn't talk at all, but the short-haired one was nice. What you doing? Yes, he's very caring. And the Hira, he was a bit quiet today, but he's a very kind to Ayakashi. It's not like I came to monitor them. I don't know what they're talking about, but it looks like she's having fun. After giving the snacks to Spacey, holed up in my room, seething with irritation, most of the effects from the sake disappeared. Even so, I still had a strange feeling. I didn't like Spacey talking with someone else, and I fixated on why she wasn't talking with me. So that's why he's like, this human, he was like, I was already jealous before he got here. Aww. I always hated how much she would come and talk to me, too. Please stop! Don't go any closer to them! At that moment, I heard Spacey's loud voice so clearly, I didn't need to focus to hear her. I looked to see that human was ignoring Spacey's plea and headed toward the Ningyo. That human! That thing shining in his hand. Is that a knife?
I knew it. He's after the Ningyo. Is this your ding? Take it down. If not, you'll get hurt instead of the Ningyo, alright? The Ningyo are being protected by Spacey's page, but that infuriating human has given Spacey a dirty look. This is bad. I know from experience that anyone who acts like him's up to no good. Spacey, hurry and call me. I said hurry it up. Come on. She was cut. There was a small wound on Spacey's arm. My body shouldn't have had any warmth to it, but I felt a flaming rage blaze from within me. Ring the bell. Why won't you ring it?
Why won't you do something? You're right there.
Actually, I changed my mind. You were trying to let the Ningyo escape, weren't you? I must meet a Ningyo no matter what. You Ayakashimori treasure the Ayakashi, but I wonder if they or another human is more important to you.
Anyway, we've already read all this now. I want to hear Hira's perspective, not this asshole.
Spacey was being held by the man. With his knife against her like that, her face looked desperate and afraid. Spacey! I could intervene and knock him in one blow. I want nothing more than to save her. But if I go out without her ringing the bell, they'll know I watched them in secret. Ugh! Why am I even worrying about what these humans think? I shouldn't even care what they think of me. Finally, in that moment, Spacey finally used the bell. You're so slow. I'm coming to save you right now.
Are you trying to get downstairs? You trying to go down? Good boy! He heard the other bird, so he tried to fly, but he flew into the loft and he couldn't figure it out, so he landed on the banister, and then he was just like, whoop, popped down and flew around the corner. You just need to learn how to come back up. I'm so proud of him sometimes. Anyway,
I'm coming to save you right now. I'll take care of that disgusting man for you. But that's also a human. If someone like that, actually another human. Suddenly, bitter feelings I kept deep inside me awakened. Soon I had a belly full of repressed anger boiling out over my control. The human I wanted to be isn't someone like you. Or whatever, it doesn't matter. I stopped thinking and flew off. After that, I blocked the human's hand holding the knife, and then I thought to myself how no one would care if I killed this human.
But we do. Anyway, so, whoops, boop. We can go back to title. We'll return to the title because we just wanted to go into the flowchart and we'll look at our things. And then secret files. Oh, gallery is what we wanted, yes. Gallery. Hira gallery. There we go. Okay. Are there differences in those ones? Okay. But if I hide this... Okay, cool. So there's no differences. That's Hira sleeping. That's the first time we saw him. Oh, he's pretty sleeping.
Angry Hira. Protecting us.
No differences on that one.
Clean my room for me.
I liked Hira's route. It was good. I mean, it's the standard, you know, God, I hate you. You're so annoying. I guess I'm in love with you now type of route. You know, we're used to it. Nothing different there. But it's still good. Still a good route. I think it's kind of fun about this game is the fact that it's just like there's really not a lot of the plot is really not. I mean, there was a bit of a plot, like obviously, but it's not huge. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, hey, okay, yeah, this guy, and then the thing, and then sure, and then I mean maybe they'll be like in the overarching, because I think I don't think Samey's the last route, is it? Does this one have like where Samey's just it, or that is still a beautiful goddamn CG? Not gonna lie, with his hair all over the place. His noodles. Like, hair noodles. Like, I swear to God, he's got the long hair, but then like you've got like the little like strands. Ooh, I didn't mean to zoom. Oh, how to help? Woo! Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I dropped my controller, but like the strands are just like little noodles. I love his hair noodles. Anyway. Oh, and our pretty kiss. Oh, okay. And that one's cute. It's adorable. His pants are just like the it's not even, it's like the waistband, I guess, but it's just like leather straps. It's like, what is going, I don't know, but more men need pants with flair like that, I guess. Oh, and that's the other version of it. And then painting our nails is so cute. But yeah, no, I do like the fact that the game is pretty easy. You know, it's really just, you know, not supposed to be a... I was trying to... Okay, yeah. Look, I'm tired. It's not supposed to be, like, super heavy and intense, but, you know. I like it. Anyway, yeah. We had fun. I still think I prefer Shiratsuki over Hirda. Even though sometimes I like the bitchy characters who are kind of like assholes to us at first and then fall in love with us anyway. I don't dislike Hirda. I like Shiratsuki a little bit better. You know, but I did enjoy this route. We had fun. We had good times. Hirda is adorable. And we got Takao in our, you know, get our side piece. Look, I'm sticking with it, okay? And as for side pieces, I mean, I love Coco, but Coco's like, Coco, you're sweet and adorable. I don't want to be in love with you. I just want to be friends with you. But, like, Takao, I'll take that as a side piece, because I like Takao a lot. Like, I like Takao a little bit more than Hirda. Like, just, I don't know. But anyway. But no complaints. I did enjoy this route. It was fun. And... Oh, when we come back, in the next part, we'll do the bad endings. There's only 2, so it might be a short part, or it might be long. I don't know. So, anyway, and we'll see. And maybe we need to decide, because now we know that these chapter things, those little the bachelor perspectives exist. Like Shiratsuki's, we did them after, when we started Hero's route, because I didn't know they existed. And this one, we tried to do it after the good ending. Maybe we'll do them after the bad ending for the next route. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just because if the bad ending routes, there's only 2. So unless they're super long. Well, they might be. You know. Like, I don't really remember Shiratsuki's, because it's, you know, I did it before I moved. So that was like a month. Like, I recorded it weeks before I got back here, so anyway. But yeah, so we will do the bad endings and finish up Hiro's route fully in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.